The heat of the desert is where the Sun Devils thrive. Welcome to Tempe, Arizona, Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils and the rich legacy formed by the likes of Frank Bush, Jake the Snake, and Pat Tillman. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Welcome, everyone, to Tempe, Arizona and Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils, where Sparky and his gang have been sharpening those pitchforks in anticipation of this one. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Rebels will kick it away to start us off. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. A first down for the offense. Running behind that left side. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. Still running at the 40. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be...
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Wants to throw on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Just a short pass to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle, short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. From that spot on the field, you're going to go for 4th and inches every time, but, I mean, you could argue that 4th and inches, you ought to go for it almost all of the time.
I 100% agree. We're definitely going for this, and listen, let's play some offense. Let's have high octane. Let's put some points on the board. We're not kicking field goals. We're not punting. We're trying to score touchdowns.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
He's going to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go! Travel! Go! Alert! Go! Break up!
On the option. He'll toss it. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Number 3 is in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
That makes the score Arizona State 7, Ole Miss 0.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. And here's the return. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from their own 1. First up, they've got to avoid disaster. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
They'll line up with trips to the right side on 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Howard. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. To the ground with the back. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try it over the left side. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the 1st on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
Give to the running back. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Full wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Howard. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's got it. Crosses, just plowing down the field. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
The give to the tailback. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Moving out of the pocket. Snags it! And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Arizona State 7, Ole Miss 0.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense.
It's a fumble on the play. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way. Oh, look out. There he goes. The 10. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but, man, did they set up some field position.
And not only did the defense get the turnover, but they almost scored on that one. He almost was able to make it to the goal line, but don't worry. The offense now jogging on the field in a sudden change situation, and they're looking to punch this one in.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. What a boost you can get from something like that, and now they've got it 1st and goal with the 1. Quarterback will keep it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Number 7.
Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you could tell it was great defense. Nice job getting a hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 28. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Barnett. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
And the Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the option. He'll pitch it. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. smashes it through for the PAT. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Army has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there on the hallowed grounds of West Point. They're up by 12 over East Carolina. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. Ball is free. Bounced right back to them.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. He makes the connection. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Trying to find his man on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 for the offense. To the air, it's Howard. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. He went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Lee. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. A designed run for the quarterback. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
You know, I really like how this offense uses the QB in the running game because he might not be the fastest quarterback in college football, but he's got just enough that you have to respect him and you have to account for him defensively.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They've got the screen set up. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take...
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got it, and he can go with it. He's at the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. He takes it all the way back for the 2. The offense grinds out a really good drive. They have it going, and then comes to the abrupt halt with the turnover.
And for that offensive play caller, he had a good thing going. He was finding a rhythm. He was mixing things together. He was doing a good job with his formations and his shifts and his motions. Looked like he had the defense on its heels. He needs his guys right now to hold on to the ball.
Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense they can improve. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Back open in the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the film. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And that really is a great play by the wide receiver for 3 reasons. 1, he knows where the first down marker is, so he gets his steps. 2, he's able to stay in bounds before securing the catch. And 3, makes the grab. Just an awesome job.
And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
He's looking for a man on second down. Moving away from pressure. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sun Devils. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. It's complete. A huge pickup. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
First half. With the score, Arizona State 23, Ole Miss 20.
And the Sun Devils will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick. Get it to your playmakers in space. Get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
And how nice is it, David, on 3rd down to have a viable option running routes out of your backfield? That's why this running back is so valuable to this offense.
Yeah, and what matchup do I want to play? I want to play matchups where I have the advantage. I got a speed matchup of a linebacker versus a running back. Nice route, looking like he's going outside, cuts it in. Nice timing and rhythm with the quarterback. Nice 3rd down conversion.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Off the play fake. Lets it fly. Connection to the right. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Hawaii is getting dominated today. And, the folks in Honolulu deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 14 to Wyoming. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. the Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
This offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Jones. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lee.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Looking to throw it again. Caught behind the line. It's Jones. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm.
Lets it fly. He's got it at the 15. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Going up top on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it go. That pass is intercepted, but he's out of bounds, so it'll go down as an incompletion and a stroke of good luck for the quarterback.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Fires downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Brown.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Arizona State 30, Ole Miss 27.
First down to start the drive after the break. Got his man quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now on 2nd and short after that pickup. They'll run the toss. At the 20, he's got space. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll go to the toss. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Now from inside the red zone. Gets it out fast. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal.
Everything went right on that play except the receiver going out of bounds. It's late in the fourth. You've got the lead. You're just trying to bleed the clock as much as possible. Just got to have better awareness on the field.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They put together an 81-yard drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The give to the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Rebels want to move quickly. Looking for a man. It's Howard. Makes the grab on the left. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. After the misfire now on second down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
And the Sun Devils have pushed it inside the 20. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Cincinnati is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 17 to Stanford. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country. He's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
They'll go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go. And they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. At the 40, there he goes. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
3rd down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big 1st down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves,